Well, it's that time of year again. Gardens are starting to pop up. Seedlings are starting to come up. All the cover crops that I put in here, I throw some seeds around of just some random stuff. And I use this because if you're like me, and in Tennessee here, we have some really bad soil. It's like construction dirt. It's like what you see around construction sites. And I know construction sites, I'm around them all day. So what I've been doing is I just come through and I just knock off the tops of these. I don't take them all the way out because I want them to come back again. Now you can use this to throw straight back into the soil on your gardens and all that. It's got no seed pods. It's not going to put weeds into your garden, you know, if you get it before it's actually produced them. But I fill it up. Now in here I've got pokeweed, I've got everything. I'm making myself some swamp water. Now that swamp water, when you put it in your bucket, fill it up, man. Just go crazy. Load it up, load it up, load it up. You know, fill it up with all your weeds. You can pee in it. You can put chicken manure, everything. Chicken manure and stuff like that. Be careful on your dilution rates, but this stuff with just the green vegetation, leave it in there, cover it up for a couple of weeks, put it somewhere, dilute it, 1 cup to a gallon, see how it goes. If it's not strong enough and you're not seeing the nutritional value or it's not feeding your plants the way you thought, up the ratio a little bit. Don't pour it directly on, you might burn them, but side feed it and see how it goes. You're worried about all these fertilizer problems, there's fertilizer shortages, the world's in a pretty crappy spot at the moment. We don't know which way we're facing from this day to the next. Tomorrow could be the end of it all. You know, we're sort of bouncing around off the wall like a, well, I'm not going to say what, but there's ways we as personal producers, farmers, homesteaders, backyard gardeners, we can actually get around what's going on. You know, it mightn't be this year that we see the problems with fertilizer shortages, because most of the farms and everything should have been ahead of this and they should have already had their fertilizer for this year. But if you've been following the news, you know that I think it's 25-30% of fertilizer comes out of the Gulf region. So if they continue this conflict and they keep striking the gas plants, that's a big problem for us, okay? So let's get ahead of it now, and that's what I'm doing as the head of my household. You know, along with my wife, we're thinking of ways that we can actually get around the problem for the time being. You know, some problems you just can't. You know, I can't put a drill down in my ground and pull oil out. But keeping my family fed with nutritious food is something that I'm damn well going to try to do. So this is an option for you. Like I said, you can also use this just to chop and drop it. You know, you can come through in a section like this, chop it down, don't take it all the way out, throw it on your garden beds. If you've got real poor soil and you can't get mulch and stuff like that, we've been blessed this year. We've got truckloads of wood chip. But if you can't get that, put this stuff on. It'll help suppress the weeds, but it'll still have enough gaps to let your seedlings and everything come up. You know, I'm not an expert gardener, but I'm just doing what nature does. And if you go down to my spring area down here, you will find where all the stuff washes down into the valley is the richest, darkest soil that you'll come across. The organic matter down there is unbelievable. And we'll go down there and we'll take the four-wheeler and we'll load up on the little sled that I got. We'll load up some of that and we'll bring it back and we'll start planting in it and we'll see what we get out of it. I bet you it's going to be top dollar. All right, I'll catch you next time. Hooroo.